Thanks for joining us on Tech Hub.
Thank you for having me, Mercy.
Temi, we'll be talking about something very interesting right now. You are part of the women who are walking the talk, and you're one person I admire so much. And I said it that we met actually. Okay, I was actually, before we came on air, I was actually introducing you to my boss, and I said, I actually met this lady on LinkedIn. And then we met at an event and I said, oh, we are connected on LinkedIn, blah, 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 blah. And that was how the relationship blossomed. And here you are today. Would you give somebody a wiper? Is there something like that? Temi is a woman who uses tech for good. I mean, she leveraged on tech to get visibility. And today we'll be looking at leveraging on the visibility the online world gives. And by the way, Temi Popola, I said I won't be calling her Temi, I'll call her Temi. Temi Popola is the founder, Voices and Faces Community. Last time I checked, you were ranked top 50 LinkedIn personality in Nigeria. How did the journey start? How did you get to that point? I mean, do you know how many millions of people we have in Nigeria? And do you know how many millions of Nigerians we have on LinkedIn for you to be one of the top 50 persons? I mean, that's huge. How did you get there?
So yeah, you're right. In 2019, I was ranked as one of the top 50 on LinkedIn in Nigeria. And let me just tell you a backstory, right? So before this, I think it was sometime in 2017, something happened. And I usually like to share this story with people. So in 2017, you know, I met someone somewhere, and he knew about my work offline, but you know, there was not so much of my work online. I wasn't using social media as much. So somehow he knew about my work, and there was some opportunity to do something with a multinational. So he just, you know, reached out to me and said, hi Temi, I'd really like to get your social media handle. I'd like to reach out to you. Would like to, you know, just talk to other people so that they know what you're doing, because there's an opportunity. So I told him, okay, I sent him my, I think it was my Facebook profile I sent him at the time. I sent him my Facebook profile. I also sent him my Instagram profile, but he was specific. He needed LinkedIn. That's what he needed. So I sent him my LinkedIn. I grudgingly sent him my LinkedIn profile.
As at then, did you have as much traction as you have?
I know, I did not have anything. All I had was probably my name on LinkedIn and maybe education. That was it. I didn't have so much on it. So I just sent it to him grudgingly, because I was asking, why can't you use any other thing? Few minutes later, you know how it is on LinkedIn, I get this notification that someone had anonymously checked my profile. Then this person calls me back, this person who wanted to recommend me, you know, to the organization. He called me back and he said, oh, hi Temi, I just thought to tell you this, you know, because of our relationship. I recommended you and I told them about your work because I know about what you've been doing offline. However, they said they needed to look at your LinkedIn, because they said LinkedIn is the corporate profile. It is the professional social media, and they weren't going to use other ones, even though at that time I was active on Instagram, a bit on Instagram, but more on Facebook. But they didn't want to look at that. So they took a look at my LinkedIn and they said they didn't see, I can't forget the words, evidence of your work. He said they didn't see evidence of your work. So he told me he was consulting for them. He told me he recommended somebody else. I don't even know the person, whether female or male. But he said that that person got the opportunity because that person had evidence. Then he told me, Temi, honestly, I think you're doing more work than this person. But the challenge is you're not really putting it on social media. You're not putting it on LinkedIn, to be specific in this instance. And this multinational only uses LinkedIn,
Before
as
you
a
continue,
professional social media.
it means most of us are shortchanging ourselves.
Yes, we are.
Go on.
So that's how I lost that opportunity. But, you know, it put that seed in my heart to understand that it's very important for me to use the professional social media, leverage it well, so that when people, especially because most of my clients, most of the people I work with are in that space, they are professionals. And so where they'll likely go to is LinkedIn, because that's the professional social network. So it just taught me something. I sent a broadcast message to my friends. I sent to everyone. I was like, you guys, we need to take LinkedIn seriously. We need to do this, we need to do that. And then afterward, I started to use LinkedIn. And before that, I thought LinkedIn was actually quite, was strange. You know, it was just really, everybody's always pleased and honored and delighted and boring. That's what I thought prior to that. But then afterward, I started to engage and I thought, oh, this can be fun. You know, you can put in your content and let people know what you do. And through LinkedIn, I mean, since then, I got recognized as one of the 50 top LinkedIn personalities in Nigeria in 2019.
And how does that feel?
It felt good. I was surprised though. I was surprised. I didn't know that much. I knew I had engagement because, I mean, you look at my profile and I put up something and I find that a lot of people engage, and, you know, people in different sectors, people in different countries, they engage. I knew I had that. But to think that it was that big as 50, top 50 on LinkedIn, I didn't know that. So it was encouraging. And it helped me to just, you know, put out my story and tell people you can also do this through LinkedIn.
So tell me, what did you change in your LinkedIn, you know, from the quiet profile that you had before to something very vibrant that you have today?
I think what I recognized, the one thing I recognized was that I have something to share. I have something to give. And that's the thing. Most times I have classes on LinkedIn and I'm talking to people and they're thinking, oh, well, I don't know so much. All the people there, they are experts, but you have something to give. I mean, even before I think before I went to the Nigerian law school, because I'm a lawyer, right? Before I went to the Nigerian law school, or while in Nigerian law school, we're doing this externship program. And during the externship, I would go to court and I would learn things. I mean, I wasn't practicing as a lawyer, I was a student. But there were things I was learning. And I would go to LinkedIn and write lessons, right? And through that, I've been able to make a lot of good relationships. You would be surprised at how much people are learning. So it's really about finding that you have something to give, you have something to share as a professional, you have a story to tell, you have experiences, you have knowledge to give. It's not too little. It's about putting it out there, because a lot of people are waiting on you to share this information. And through LinkedIn, you know, I've met clients, I've met colleagues. It's been great. A lot of referrals have come through LinkedIn.
Wow.
You know? So I'll just encourage people, they need to take social media seriously. They need to share their story. You have something to say. There's that idea that, oh, there's nothing, you know, everybody there has something and maybe I don't, but you actually do. There's something to share. There's knowledge. You just need to find, and I will encourage everyone who's listening actually to find out about content marketing. So content marketing is about bridging the information gap. Now, other than optimizing your LinkedIn profile, we don't have enough time to talk about the basics.
Absolutely.
You know, starting with your name. Some people put their name on LinkedIn as, you know, small letters, the first words. No. You know, you want to check that, you want to optimize, you want to check that your profile picture is good, it gives a good impression and all that. You also want to bridge the information gap.
Absolutely.
Find your own industry and think about what you can share, think about the information you can give, and go ahead and leverage it.
Tell me, we could talk about this forever. One thing I picked from what you said is you have something to share.
Yes, you do.
And that is why I'd like to, you know, say thank you so much for, you know, this short, brief, concise, yet powerful session that we've had here on TV. I mean, this is more like a webinar, you know what I'm saying? Webinar on TV. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Temi Popola.